with Lucky Johnson.
Yeah, let me know when. Yeah, you heard me. Yes, Lord. Listen. You have now tuned in. As you can already see, I am the masked interviewer. You feel me? I also be a masked rapper sometime. You feel me? But I am royal celebrity. Yeah, you feel me? Shout out to the Lucky Johnson podcast. Shout out to the Man's View. Shout out to Lucky Johnson Studios. You know what I'm saying? I want to say this first and foremost. Hold on. Hold on. I'm not gonna forget this time. I won't thank my mom. I won't thank God. No, it ain't time for that. I'm sorry. I apologize. My bad. Okay. Anyway, I got a special guest today. You feel me? I definitely have a special guest. You know what I'm saying? But before we do that, I wanted to let y'all know y'all can come on by anytime you want and give me some money if you need. All right, let me just stay focused. Anyway, listen. All right, I'm excited. That's why I'm cutting up in the studio. We got one of the creatives of Atlanta in the building. All right, I got to calm down. I got to calm. Y'all don't even understand. You know what I'm saying? She one of the best singers. That's why I'm kind of turned up. You feel me? You feel me? It's a, she got that like, yeah. So I'm not gonna even talk about it no more. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and show off with this new show that we got. With one of the best singers coming out of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Coming from the South. She got that voice. She is Alonah. Yeah. Alonah. What's him, baby? Yeah, yes, Lord. See,
What's going on?
Y'all don't know how to do it like we do it. You know what I'm saying? Alonah.
Hi.
Yes, Lord. So, it means so much to me to have you in the building, knowing that you're one of the creatives of Atlanta. It's a fire group, y'all. Popping, making noise in Atlanta, the Atlanta area. You know what I'm saying? Really Georgia. You know what I'm saying? They really kind of all over the place with it.
Thank you.
There's so many things y'all doing. You got to tell everybody what y'all doing. But before we do that, you know what I'm saying? I want you to give them your name, your stage name, how to pronounce it. Set the stage. Let them know who you is, girl.
Got you.
Yes.
So my name is Alonah Rob, Alonahrob. And I was born and raised in Marietta, Georgia. But, if you're out of state, I'll tell you Atlanta. I'm 23 years old. I make music. I make all types. Don't ask me what genre, because I do everything. I've done a little bit of hip hop, R&B, and I'm now working on starting a rock song. I want to do a country song. I will do and have done. I can sing any genre. That's just what I do. I make music. I also write all of my music. So everything that you hear from me is written by me.
Okay, wow. Super talented. Okay. Y'all ain't got her on y'all show. See what I'm saying? That's why y'all ain't cutting up like I am. You feel me? Y'all ain't got Lana on the show like I do. Man, shout out to Lucky for making this happen. You feel me? Lucky is also an honorary member of the Creatives. You feel
Absolutely.
me?
Love him.
How is it working? I know he's such a busy man. I know, he might be dipping in and dipping out. How's it working with Lucky Johnson, by the way? Just want to know that.
I haven't worked with him too many times. Like you said, he's always around, but just being in his space in general, I can tell that he takes a lot of care into what he does, and he does a lot of work. And I'm honestly just honored to be able to come here every week and practice like we do. And when he does pop in, he's very kind man, very sweet man. And I've seen a few little like snippets of his films and stuff like that, and they're good. Yes. And he treats everybody with respect every time he walks into a room. So I definitely appreciate that about him.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Very, very inspirational guy. So I definitely wanted to ask you, because he touches so many people when he deals with them, and I know that I always hit us. I've never heard nothing bad about the man.
Not
you know what I'm saying? So I love to, definitely indulge in that. So let's get into you. Let's get into what you got going when it comes down to all these projects that I heard you working on. This little new single coming out.
Yes.
Oh my God. You talking about riding up on people or something? I don't know, driving or something? What's the name of this? Let's talk to him.
It's called Driving Me. And it's basically about when someone that you are with is driving you insane and you decide to no pun intended, but stop the car and be like, look, you're not finna keep driving me insane.
Right.
And, eventually, you leave them and then they come right back and they come running back to you and all those different things. So that's what this new song is about. And hopefully it will be done, because I had a really bad sore throat for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I'm still I'm much, much better now, but I had to kind of halt the recording of it because of that.
Okay.
But it should be done by the end of next month for sure.
Okay. Okay. So it's not spin a block season for you. Now because see, I heard Ja Rule say it's spin a block season because Nelly and Ashanti got together. So it ain't. So okay.
No.
Okay, so everybody want to know. So I'm gonna ask. You heard me? So since y'all can't spin a block, are you single?
I am not.
You not single?
I am absolutely not.
Okay. You sure?
I'm very sure.
Y'all heard that. So I tried to hook y'all up. I tried to do that for y'all, but she said no 3 times.
I am very sure.
Oh, okay. Okay. When this happened, tell me about it. So you engaged, okay?
No. This is a gauge is this hand.
Oh,
this
my bad. I'm a little.
Yes, I'm 23, so
okay.
we got time for all of that. But
I'm about to say, okay.
Yes, this is a promise ring from someone that I am engaged with in terms of how connected we are in our relationship and everything like that. So no, I am not single.
I know how that go. I'm engaged with my lady. Yeah, I ain't proposed yet. We don't even go together. In fact, we don't even talk. We haven't talked in years, but babe, I'm coming. I love you, girl. Yeah, slide. It's going up.
Manifestation.
Yep. See? Come on, will I?
Exactly.
Won't he do it?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah. So I love it. So you're not single, so y'all are on that end. You feel me? You get some fire music, and you're an actress as well, right? Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I know that people gonna want to keep up what you're doing. I think we should go ahead and hit them with a handle or two. Let them know what the Instagram is. Mm-hmm. At least can we get the Instagram?
Yes, it is. Everything on all platforms is the same. ALONAHROB, Alonah Rob, on everything. Instagram, TikTok, Apple Music, Spotify, all of that.
Okay.
Everything. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's across all. So if you can't spell it, then you need to go back to school. Okay. Don't even worry about it. Just figure out what school you're going to go to next. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Or back. So we got a lot of things out, but we didn't get into what I really want to get into. All right. Now, the song Driving Me, right? You said you working on rock music. You say you have all these different styles. I have heard your voice, and I just have to say, you're giving angel vibes. You understand me? You are. You know what I mean? So
thank you.
I do want to serenade y'all. So if you're tuning in right now, go on nope, we're not gonna get you singing. We're not gonna get you no singing yet, because you ain't like the video yet. You didn't subscribe to the channel yet. So go ahead and handle your business. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, boom. Now we could talk in a little bit. Just wait a second. We almost there. All right, so listen. We talked about your relationship, whether you're single and you're, what I'm saying, free or not. And your music, when it comes down to it, how old were you when you started doing this? What made you get into music?
Well, my mom is a singer. My mother is a singer.
Shout out to mama.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
mama.
I love her. She's a singer, and so I pretty much just, that's just what I've heard since the womb, just singing and singing and singing. And then I remember, this shows my age, my dad had a little iPod, and the first artist I ever remember listening to was Michael Jackson, Freddie Mercury, Kanye West, Beyonce, and Outkast.
Okay.
So there you go, like a pretty wide range of music starting off. And I just remember I didn't grow up with lessons. I didn't grow up with anything like that. I just copied the vocals that I heard. Like if Freddie Mercury was singing Under Pressure, I sang it with him. That's how I learned how to really perfect my voice throughout the years, was simply just hearing something, copying it over and over again.
Wow.
And so I knew I wanted to be a musician for a long time. And I didn't get to really start pursuing it until really the top of last year, because I grew up a little, I'll say, less fortunate. And when you're less fortunate, you don't have a whole lot of resources to do anything. So I kind of got distracted trying to get myself out of the rabbit hole of poverty. And I was just working a lot and just just distracted by the hamster wheel of trying to work and pay bills and all these different things. And then I got into a car accident at the top of last year. And it pretty
Glad you
much
made it out, by the way.
Yes, absolutely. But that was why it was my wake up call, because I was like thinking like, God don't have to put you here. Like, you don't have to be here.
That's right.
And it put everything on hold. And I was like, okay, usually when God is sitting me down, whether it's because I'm sick or anything like that, it just means I need to think about something. And so during that time, I was like, Alonah, you need to pursue music now. And if you don't do it now, you never wanted it. And ever since then, I got real heavy back into music, going on sets. I actually started I used to do a lot of background work last year and stuff like that. And I just kept going. I was like, whatever it is, I'll do it. Like, and then I found the creatives in December. And it just, since I've started the momentum, it's just been one opportunity after the other, you know?
Okay. So you say you've done some background work. What artists have you worked with?
I mean, background in film.
Okay.
So I did a little background work on, what was it? Fight Night. I did that. If anyone watched Fight Night, I did a little bit on a film with Blair Underwood. Got to meet him. He was super chill. And I think I did a little bit of Tyler Perry. There's a whole bunch of stuff. And I can't quite remember everything, but yeah, it was very exciting. It was very exciting, kind of seeing the behind the scenes of everything. And now I watch movies completely differently. I watch movies completely differently.
Right. I know what that's like. I know what that's like for sure. Yeah, when you get to see a process, you know, it definitely opens your eyes to
Absolutely.
all the things, and you see, yeah, you're right. You see it differently. And you're so wise to say that you're young. You know, when you said earlier, you was like, show my age. And you was like, I grew up on Kanye. It's like Kanye West is old school now. Beyonce is I grew up on now. Oh my God, now you telling my age, man. Which I'm 21. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm a little younger than y'all. But you know, anyway, don't be fact checking me, you hear me? Because you're gonna find out that Anyway, I love it. You're young, you're vibrant, you're smart. You're a little ahead of your time. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I won't hear this song. You know, can you?
I can sing a little snippet.
A little smidget. You know what I'm talking about? New Orleans, we call it a little smidget. You hear me? You gonna give us a little smidget?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Flawless. All right. See y'all. I got y'all hooked up. Now, if y'all didn't like and subscribe, now it's your turn to do what you're supposed to do. Because everybody else did it. What is you doing? Get your life together. Hit the like button, hit subscribe. She gonna serenade us. Alonah Rob in the building. Creators Atlanta. Let's go. Lucky Johnson Network. Shout out to Lucky Johnson Studios. Let's get it, my baby.
Absolutely.
Let's hear it.
Okay. You really had me thinking less of me. And now you trying to get back next to me. The worst lover I ever had, you see. I'm letting go of everything, no more driving me insane. Just that one little part.
Okay.
That's the hook.
Okay, so he really was driving you insane. I could tell from the way you were singing. Okay. Now, I done had somebody drive me insane, and I probably drove a couple people insane. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm probably still driving the car. You understand me?
Nah, me too.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Yeah, probably my parents. Yeah. I'm ready to going out.
You feel me? You feel me? Yeah, so when it comes down to it, you know, you went through all these life experiences. I know that music is therapeutic.
Absolutely.
But what are some of the things that you do as well on the other side of life to keep balance?
Making sure I stay active. I also do, I got to get into the habit of really telling people everything I do. Because to me, it's like a normal Tuesday, but I'd be forgetting. I do go to Hot Works. Hot Works is basically working out in a sauna. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. And then I also take pole classes. So I do that as well. And that's really helped me a lot with just doing stuff, just getting out the house. Because actually I started doing Hot Works after the car accident because I didn't have a car and I couldn't go back to working. And so that was all I could do. And I had my car, but obviously that got totaled. So then we just had one car. So I was dropping my dad off at work and taking a car at night to go to Hot Works. And it just got my brain out of being in the house all day.
Right.
It gave me somewhere to kind of just sweat out the toxins, and it actually healed me as well. It helped me with recovery, just everything. And staying active is really all I do on the side. Like besides entertainment, I definitely work out. It's one of the biggest parts of my life, because if you're not working out, you're doing yourself a disservice for sure.
So working out, you know, it also brings meditation too. So I'm gonna assume that that's okay. It's one of the benefits you get from working out. Okay, I love it. One of the things you mentioned was pole classes, right? And it's funny because I was looking on the internet last week. I was trying to find me some slide classes. You know what slide classes is?
I don't think I know what that is.
It's when you go to the strip club and they got all the money on the floor. You trying to slide you some money that the strippers is making. It's like, but I don't want. I want to make sure I'm on point, so I don't want. Cause I ain't trying to get put out the club. You hear me? I'm new to Atlanta. No, I'm not for these slide classes. You hear me? That's why I'm trying to make sure I get my form right. You see what I'm saying? Where it can look like I'm. And then when nobody looking. You hear me? I'm gonna do it. You know
I don't know if they do slide classes here in Atlanta unless they slide the block back on you for taking the money.
Damn.
So that's probably the sliding that's gonna happen. So I don't recommend doing that.
Man, I had a brother, rest his soul, let him sleep in Jesus' name, hallelujah, clap, clap, quiet name. But I had a brother, man, he went to the club one time when we was in Houston, you know what I'm saying? And he definitely slid. I said, oh you dirty boy.
Houston.
We made it out. You feel we made it out. Now he actually was very popular, so I just thought it was hilarious. It's like, bro, I don't know if he had we a lot of us used to always have these bets. So who knows? Anyway, enough about me and slide classes. Anybody know anything about slide? Y'all hit me in the inboxes if y'all know any good instructors when it come down to slide classes. You feel me? Cause hey, you got dreams, I got mine. You hear me? Yeah. They be making that moolah, baby. You feel me? If I don't get them slide class, I'm just gonna get one of the little ass and be like.
Yep.
So,
because I'm not. The plan is not to become a stripper, but if times get tough,
the money.
If times get tough, I got another avenue.
You feel me?
You know,
I got another avenue too. See what I'm saying? While you at work, I be at work. You feel me?
As long as you're not on my block, we good.
Oh no, I'm just gonna come over there later on when you making money. I got you. Oh yeah, okay. All right, so I want to know, out of everything that you've done, all the genres, what's your favorite?
Why would you ask me that?
Yeah, cause I know y'all don't like to choose. You gonna choose today?
Oh, my favorite?
Yeah.
Oh.
I got my own guess what it is, but you know what I'm saying.
The guess is I can't pick one.
You can't pick one?
You can't ask me to pick one.
So you like rock over R&B? Let's keep it real. Be honest.
I don't know. I love them both.
Really?
I love rock music. Like I love rock music.
Okay.
Because if you want to kind of be historical with it, like rock music kind of built a heavy foundation in terms of like the world, but because people like, because rap was definitely like a big huge thing when in the music scene when it first came out, but the first type of music that was really making waves was rock music. And so I don't R&B, I guess it depends on the time period. I definitely think if I had to choose between modern day R&B and rock, I would choose rock.
Okay.
But if you're talking about R&B overall, I can't pick, no.
Okay.
But modern day R&B is very boring to me. So I would choose rock music.
Okay. All right, y'all. Now y'all done hung in there good. This is the part of the episode where we get messy. You understand me? I'm bored. I'm about to turn it up a notch. All right, so look. So listen, everybody know I be chilling and I be cutting up and I be acting crazy a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be a little messy. Okay? All right. Take a deep breath. You're going to need it.
Okay.
All right. Y'all like and subscribe and take a deep breath because y'all might need it. You feel me? All right. Now, look, check this out. All that other stuff, we was just warming up. Okay. Now we're about to get messy. Okay. Now, have you ever cheated on your boyfriend before?
Absolutely not.
Damn.
Nope.
I know most singers, they be doing all kind of stuff. And they got a story from me, and I like the story. Okay, you ain't cheated.
Okay, well, I can give you a story.
I know it. We on the song.
I guess if you were to ask my ex-boyfriend, he probably does think I cheated on
Yup.
him. But
Because he, you know, I'm interviewing him tomorrow, right?
Oh, no, not him. Not him. A different ex.
Spin a block.
A different ex. I'm talking about a different ex.
No, I'm talking about another one. I'm talking about the one that you're talking about, Spin a block.
Oh, yeah.
Spin a block coming here tomorrow. As we talking about Spin a block,
Oh, I mean,
he gonna be here tomorrow. He's
okay, you can go find him. But actually, this
kidding,
is a messy story. So we were just in a really bad argument, and he broke up with me on all platforms. I went on social media, and it was a video of him. I can laugh about it now.
Whoa, wait, what was his birthday and his sign?
He was a Libra. Never again.
Boy, them Libras, boy.
And so I went on Instagram, and he posted a story of himself saying that he was single. And I'm like,
Dang.
it's not funny, but like I can laugh about it now. I don't have no hard feelings towards him. It is what it is, like whatever. But at the time, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
so I guess I'm
rough.
single. And so time went on, and I'm kind of doing my thing, talking to people or whatever. And then he's upset. He's like, oh, well, you cheat. I'm like, well, you broke up with me.
You broke up, brother.
On all platforms. On Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok.
At least we know he'll run a good business. You'll know what all the sales is.
Right.
There won't be a change you won't know about.
And me personally, if I know I'm not ready for that person to move on, I'm not even joking about breaking up. Because I don't think you can put a time limit on when someone chooses to move on. Even if it's that same night. Do I condone it, or do I think it's right? No. But once you say, I'm breaking up with you, we're done, da-da-da, you are choosing to let that person go. So it's like you breaking that person's heart. It's so easy for people to just be heartbroken and just kind of make bad decisions.
That's real.
So to kind of just avoid all of that, I'm not even going to joke about with you. I don't joke about breaking up with people. Once I say I'm breaking up with you, that means I don't care if you mess with a girl tonight, I'm done.
Wow.
So that's how I view it. But other people don't view it.
Oh, he
that
was
way.
bluffing. He was bluffing. I definitely bluffed before. I get it. I didn't understand
like
life.
Thing. When you're bluffing like that, it's because you're trying to see how much of a hold you still got on that person. That's not right.
That's real. That's real.
He probably thinks I cheated on him, but I did not.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
But I don't condone cheating. I feel like for me, if it ever, for whatever reason, were to get that bad, I would just leave the person, because it just doesn't make sense to hurt them like that. At least if you break up with them, they're kind of forced to move on versus like just all of that. Because I have been cheated on, for sure. It's the worst feeling in the world. So I just vowed to myself that like I could never do that to another human being,
Right. Wow. So you never cheated. That means you're a good girl. I like that. So when it comes down to messiness, that's the messiest thing I usually be asking. I feel like I can't be messy, but feelings are a lie. I got something else. Don't worry. All right. So when it comes down to it, you're a creative. You've done music. What is the worst thing you've seen in the music industry?
The worst thing I've seen.
Worst experience you've had, worst thing you've seen.
See, the worst thing I've seen in the music industry. Dang, I can't really, well, I haven't, honestly, with the music industry, my first introduction to it kind of was through creative. So in that regard, I don't really have anything bad to say about music.
Oh, yeah.
But entertainment, yes. I guess the worst thing I seen was I almost signed up for one of those, was it 20v1 things where the girls be walking up and the guys gotta like do 360 da-da-da.
Yeah.
I almost did that, but
So did you do the 360?
I did not do it. I got there and I was like, at first I'm thinking, like whatever, like I'll just get the money and leave. But the more I was sitting there waiting for everything to happen, I just started getting this horrible pit in my stomach. And I was like, I don't care how much I'm like, they're gonna have to be paying me like 5 bands for me to do it. Because subjecting myself to that kind of, I mean, and I don't want to bash the girls who do go on there
Right.
because, you know, that's their own life choices. And I'm not
Right.
saying that doing that makes them a bad person. It really doesn't.
Right.
It's just me personally. I just think it's degrading to just kind of walk up to a man and waiting to be picked and having a man do a 360 and some of them girls a little bit ashamed because they be doing I don't know if you've seen those videos, but some of the girls they be like pulling up their skirt for these men.
Oh wow!
All these disgusting things, and I was just like, I can't do this.
So you felt like a fish out of water.
Absolutely. I was like, no. I was like,
Okay.
Alonah, you need to leave. So I made up some excuse and I ended up leaving because I was like, if you do this, you're gonna regret it. Like. So that's probably the worst thing I've seen. And my mom, she was kind of in and out of the industry herself. So I guess maybe a story that I have from watching her was she just simple thing of kind of getting into some crazy contracts with people. Definitely, thankfully, it was nothing that she couldn't like get out of. But just like seeing her kind of go through people that just didn't have her best interest at heart, people that just kind of screwed her over. And I used that as a way to kind of shield myself and use my own discernment of like, okay, like, you know, if I walk into a room and the men are looking a little, women, we know like when a guy is like
feeling you.
Yeah, so like I don't do business with men who are clearly feeling me. Because even shout out to my producer Yanos the Truth. I love him to death because he has never once made me feel uncomfortable recording with him.
That's what's
it's
up.
Like every time it's just business, you know, that's it. He's a great friend of mine.
Wow.
And I feel comfortable around him. Same with Mr. C. Shout out to Mr. C and Buckman.
Right,
and
that's right.
Every man that we have in the creatives and stuff like that, I feel so safe with all of them.
Yeah, you're so lucky. And I've been around the music industry for over 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm telling you, you're very, 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 you know, you're lucky, and you're just gifted all around. But to be around the creatives to start is, for me, it's like, finally found something good. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, the music industry can get real dark. It can get real. It can be tough, you know what I'm saying, to certain individuals. So, which leads me to my next question. You seem very healthy, you know. I realize you meditate. I realize you work out a lot. Is there any fears that you have? What's your worst fear?
I don't have any fears. I feel like fears are a manifestation of what you're insecure about. And also being fearful can just kind of bring that energy onto you. And growing up how I did, it made me fearless because it was like, look, like, I don't want to say I've seen the worst of the worst, but I've seen and been through some pretty tough stuff. And it's like, who wants to walk through this world in fear? I want to say the last time I was fearful was probably during COVID because my dad, he works for Wellstar, and my sister, she was working as a PA on film. So I had to make sure I did not bring that back home to them. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because my dad was the breadwinner. And at that time, I was working at Panera Bread, and it was just like, people are disgusting. I would have people literally like sneeze in their hand me their change during COVID. And I was like, so that was probably the last time I was fearful. But other than that, but that was like a new thing we had never experienced before, so that made sense. But just in life, I don't really fear anything. I mean, of course, if a big python were to come in here, I'm gonna probably jump on the table and scream. But it's not like a fear that I'm living with every day, you know. So I feel like I don't really have like a fear that I'm ever really like thinking about, you know.
Artist-wise in the industry, who would you like to work with?
Oh, who would I like to work with? I don't know if you know of him, but his name is John Bellion. I would love to work with John Bellion. He's a producer and a songwriter. He's amazing. I would love to work with another smaller artist named, I'll see, people ask me that and expect me to say like big names, but like, his name is Down to Earth. He's amazing. I would love to work with him. I would love to work with, I mean, of course, it's everybody's dream to work with Beyonce or a big name like that, but that's not like, you know, especially because she's getting older, so it's like, you know, But anyone in the industry right now who's really like creative and like making waves is who I'm definitely down to work with. Creative, making waves, but also like a good reputation. I'm not gonna work with like anyone that's currently got some bad stuff circling around them, because that's just not good for business. But yeah, like Doechii, she's fire. I love Cardi.
So Diddy, no Diddy.
Absolutely not.
No Diddy, no Diddy, Diddy, no Diddy, brother.
Absolutely not.
So I'm not right now, bro.
But I love Cardi. I think she's great. I think any song she come on, she really like making her own. Ariana Grande, I love her to death. Like, just people like that, and just anyone who's underground right now that we don't know of, who is because certain artists we like, people found out later that Neo wrote Irreplaceable for Beyonce. So it's like anyone in the industry right now who is making hits that we don't know about is who I would also like to work with.
Come on, give me one. Now, you know what? Shout out to the ghostwriters. I have to say that because, I myself, I spent many years behind the scenes in the music industry, really creating a lot of the biggest hits. And I'm going to tell y'all this. If all the ghostwriters that are listening, that are tuned in, y'all are really magical. Y'all special.
Amazing.
Yeah, because, it takes a certain type of individual to really be able to really create the hottest sounds in the world and have nobody even know about it.
Which is kind of like the best of both worlds, because you get your money because you wrote the song, but then you can go to the Target and nobody know who you are.
Right.
So I feel like they kind of got like the best of both worlds for sure. To be so talented and to still kind of remain anonymous has to be like a beautiful thing. For sure.
Sometimes. Now there's a dark side of the industry too.
Of course, yeah.
And sometimes most people, they're not the best when you're in the dark. So in other words, when people are looking, people are different. You see what I'm saying?
That's true. That's
true. Sometimes ghostwriters, they don't see the best part of the industry, but you got to realize a lot of the artists come to the forefront and tell you about the dark side of the industry, and they're in the forefront. So again, shout out to all sides of the music industry. Those artists that get out there every day and do what they do, and also those behind the scenes people. Absolutely. So I will say this: thus far, before I say this, I would love to shout out my sponsors. You know what I'm talking about? I want to say thank you very much to Bounce Snacks. I love the flavor. It is so good. I mean, we talking about New Orleans inside of a potato chip bag. Y'all don't understand. It's like crawfish with a sucker, with some Smirnoff, with some
I'm hungry right now. You're making it work.
Man, with the sausage, with the crabs, everything that come along with New Orleans. Yeah, it tastes like lobster in a bag. Yeah, so shout out to Lucky Johnson for bringing to us, the Bounce Snacks. Also, I want to thank Lucky Johnson Studios, you feel me, for allowing us to, obviously create and bring to you one of the best artists, that Atlanta really has to offer. Man, she really is, you can tell she's still overcoming her little and she really didn't want to do y'all too much, but the girl is bad. She cold-blooded, y'all. She really do her thing, for sure, baby, for sure. Look, if you ain't pay me to say nothing, I'll take $5 if we want cash app to me. But really, you worked me saying that for free, you know what I'm saying? Because you really got a nice voice, man. Nice talented vibe of inspiration that comes from you. You know what I'm saying? So, for real talk. So also I want to say shout out to Sunshine with the Dream Cream. Yeah, I gotta say it with a little extra Dream Cream. Yeah, shout out to Dream Cream. And if y'all ever want a book at Lucky Johnson Studios, y'all make sure y'all reach out to 404-960-2034. I'm gonna say this one more time. Y'all get y'all pen out this time. Get your pen and also like and subscribe. 404-960-2034. Yeah, feel me. So shout out to those guys over there, man. We couldn't keep the lights on if it wasn't for them. So I just want to definitely say a special thank you to you guys. All right. So we didn't grace them with all your presents. We didn't grace them with your handles. We didn't grace them with everything. I got one last messy question that I got to ask. Because I got to ask it, okay?
It better be a good one.
It needs to be a good one, huh? You know what? You got one better? Okay. You got something messy you want to tell us? Messy time.
I would just say I'm not afraid to answer any question. That makes it more messy. I'm
Okay.
definitely open to talking about my experiences in my life.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we're not gonna make this relationship wise, or it's not gonna be a a sexual question. Out of respect. But this is one of those questions that I know a lot of listeners, they get messy too. They probably want to know. So I got y'all.
Yeah.
All right. Would you ever cheat on your man? No, I see y'all messing. Y'all
No.
should. I got y'all. I want that. We was just playing. We wasn't ready. All right. So listen, when it comes down to it, what will make you? What's that deal breaker? Because I'm leading up to somewhere because I'm going to get a little messy, y'all. But, just work with me here. Work with me. What's the deal breaker? You're in a relationship. You're doing good. Everything's going good. What's the deal breaker?
Deal breaker is someone who smokes a lot of weed. I mean, like a lot. Like, you can't survive a day without it.
Okay.
Because to me, it's not even about the weed because I partake a little bit here and there myself.
Okay.
It's just about something that got that much control over you.
Right.
It's like, yeah, because a lot of y'all weed heads be acting like y'all aren't addicted, and y'all are, and y'all don't want to admit it.
It is.
So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. That's definitely a deal breaker.
Now you getting everybody in the story upset. They're like, oh no, she calling me out.
Right.
My slips showing.
Another deal breaker is someone who is, I'm 23, and I'm not saying you gotta have six figures. I think that's stupid. I feel like at our young age, especially for me.
What about 3 figures? Would that work?
I mean, that would work, but it's not a requirement, if you get what I'm saying.
You don't even gotta have 100. You can just come with 99.
But I feel like for me personally, like I can give men a lot of grace at this age. My current boyfriend especially, he's great. But just in general, like my dad is still my main provider. I don't need a man to
Shout out to daddy.
Yes,
Represent.
absolutely. I don't need a man to like pay all my, all that stuff.
Right.
I just need to not worry about you. In the sense of, like, I need you to have a stable job, have a car, and I just don't want to worry about you. If I'm with someone that I feel like I gotta worry about, or like, oh, if they're gonna do this, that's a deal breaker because that's too much. Like, we as a society, everybody got too much on their plate right now. So it's like, and it's just a bare minimum. Like, you should just have at 23. Like, you should just have a little bit of something. We're not kids, I mean, we're just coming off of that, but we're not 18. So it's like you should have a car, or at least some type of transportation. Because I do understand that getting a car is very hard, but at least be able to get you some, like just something,
Right.
You don't gotta have six figures or nothing crazy, but you definitely need to have something and you have to have a clear goal. You can't just be like, oh, well, I'm just gonna work this job. And no, I need to know, what is your plan? Like, if a man without a plan is also a deal breaker.
That's real. So you got all the things you want, all your boxes scratched. He cheats. Now what?
Deal breaker.
Dang.
No, absolutely not.
So y'all heard that? She gonna cheat, bro. She ain't dealing with the cheating. You gonna cheat? You got to go. All right.
Yep.
So you sure? Ain't no, I made a mistake. Let's talk about it.
No.
Why? Why can't we work it out?
Because I've actually thought about this extensively. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's not even necessarily about the cheating. It's the fact that you put my health at risk because you wanted to go do whatever you wanted to do. Especially in Atlanta, we don't know what people got, even if it's a common cold. The fact that I caught a common cold because
I heard monkeypox big out here. That's the truth.
Right,
Monkeypox big.
So to me, that's really what it is.
She ain't hear what I'm saying.
I know about
Go ahead, I'm
the monkeypox
listening.
and all that. That's really why I consider it a deal breaker, because it's like that person that you slept with could have had anything.
Monkeypox.
And yeah, monkeypox, whatever.
Monkeypox a deal breaker for me, if you could tell.
Yeah. Atlanta pox. We got all types of pox here. So it's the fact, it's like you put my health at risk for what? And then like, it could have been anything. Like, that's really why it's a deal breaker. It's because not only did you cheat, but it's like this person could have had anything.
Right.
And you could have brought it back to me. And you're being safe, but I don't know that you're being safe.
So let me ask you a question, because I had a relationship where I broke up with the individual based upon the fact that they didn't physically cheat, but they was about to mentally, psychologically cheat. So I'm like, hey, if you ain't done the wrong rule. But
that's a deal breaker for me as well.
So mental cheating is a deal breaker for you.
Yeah, because it's just like, if it was, to me, it's about the honesty. It's like, okay, if it was really like that bad, why we couldn't just talk about it?
Right.
Or at least give me the decency to say like, hey, I don't think this is, because to me, I'm all about honesty. If you come to me and say, hey, I don't think I want to be with you no more. Like, I want to kind of just end this, whatever. Cool. I'm going to be hurt, but it's cool. But like,
What if that person just kind of want a little fun? They want to take their mind off of things. They're stressed
you can have
out.
fun without me because we're not.
Right.
You not. If I'm not providing the fun, then you can have fun without me.
Go find the real fun.
Yeah.
Go find it.
So like, there is no like, oh well, I just felt like da da da. No, like that's what you wanted, and that's a deal breaker for me.
I got you.
So like, no. And then to me personally, it's like I would much rather be single than deal with someone who is not good for me and does not care about me and doesn't only want to be with me.
Well, you must have been crying and scratching the floor like I done did before. You know, you one of them relationships where you're like, oh, Lord, take me, Lord, take me now.
I've been through that, but that's why I'm so strict about it now, because I've been through that.
Oh, okay.
That's the worst feeling in the world.
Oh,
when you
is
feel
it?
like,
When you're mopping the floor with your knees.
yes, when you're on the ground. I remember one night, and I mean, it's kind of funny now because I was like 16.
It still ain't funny.
Right.
Me, I'm still. Yeah, go ahead. You can talk. But I'm almost having a trigger right now.
No, I get it. That's what it do to you. That's why I don't do stuff like that, because you still be thinking about that hurt 10 plus years later. Because that's actually, if you know, on a scientific note, getting cheated on and getting hurted like that, it literally changes your brain chemistry. It does.
It do.
So it's like, I can't do that to nobody. And I remember I was 16 and I was arguing with this boy all day. I was in math class texting him, arguing, environmental science, arguing with him on the phone. And I came home, I put my bag down, and I just laid on the floor and started crying because I was so hurt. So now it's like, yeah, no, I'm not, no. I'd rather be single than to continuously keep getting hurt by somebody.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I ain't gonna be able to finish the interview. I'm just triggered.
We gotta keep it together, man.
Oh, okay, all right.
Gotta
I
keep
was
it
gonna
together.
quit. I was gonna quit right now.
Yeah. No,
Man.
we can't. Now we older, we elevated. You can't let people see you sweat.
Oh, you can't see me cry. It's a good thing 'cause my eyes dry, but still. Hope I ain't leak nothing. Okay. So damn. So you strict. You worked in the post office. What you mean I can't give you 15 cents? You just give it the little sticker post thingy. What you mean?
Oh, that's funny. You should have said a DMV.
You feel me? Oh, I don't even go around there. They banned me. They banned me from around there. I don't deal with them.
Right.
Shout out to the DMV. Not. You feel me? But oh my God, I've had fun, man. We've learned so much about you. And I heard you're going to stay in the studio a little bit, and you might be coming back a little later.
I might be.
You feel me? We're going to get 2 episodes. See, y'all knew I had a surprise, but y'all ain't know it was that big. See, y'all got to stay in tune with me, because, you know, I be doing too much. I be flip-flapping and whapping. So, yes, like and subscribe. I need y'all to go follow Alonah. She's about to give y'all her handles again. And guess what? We ain't done with her. She gonna come back and serenade us one more time and
Yes, I
vibrate
will.
us one more time a little later on. What time are we coming live? We gonna be live around 9:30ish, 10ish. So, you know, make sure y'all put your little clock on the side, your little alarm, and y'all get ready. Handles, man. What can they find you?
You guys can find me on all platforms at ALONAHROB, Alonah Rob. That's me on all platforms. That's even my email, ALONAHROB@gmail.com for any inquiries, anything like that. But yeah, that is all of my handles.
Now, don't be emailing this girl. Trying to holler at the girl. Okay. She is taking. She told us that already. Now, I know some of y'all like me and y'all gonna push the issue anyway. Pat my back. You feel me? But don't act like, do as I say, not as I do. Come on, man. Y'all know the game. Y'all know how to do this. So listen, I'm the only one be playing in people inbox and people, emails and stuff. Don't do that. Okay, listen. We got all your handles. You coming with us later on.
Yes.
Is you gonna give us a little 1-2 on the way out? Or you know what? We should make them wait. What you want to do? I'll let you decide.
You want me to sing a little bit more?
Come through. All right, listen. Hold on. Before you hit us with the 1-2, she gonna take us out today. I'm talking about Miss Alonah Rob. You are dealing and you are vibing with the one and only royal celebrity. I'm the mass rapper. Forget the singers. Except for Alonah Rob right now. You feel me? Yes, Lord. Shout out to Lucky Johnson Studios. I want to say again, thank you to Bounce Snacks. Thank you to Dream Cream. And thank you to Big Face Records. You know what I'm saying? And thank you to my mama. Thank you to my daddy. And to my little boo, to my ex. Yeah. To my little ex. I'm about to spend a block on you, girl. I know we ain't talking buku, yeah. So we back. I'm just letting you know we back. So just get ready. Tell everybody we back. You know what I'm saying? We go together. Real bad, real good, and real all that. Yeah, man. Alonah, you about to hook us up?
Yes, I am.
And I got the little single. You gonna help me I ain't gonna say it. I was gonna say I propose. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't even going on the first date yet, so I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's go.
Oh, so long for this night I prayed that a star would guide you by way to share with me this special day where our ribbons in the sky for our love.
That's one of my favorite songs. I'm gonna tell you right now, I almost fell in love with my little yeah again when you started singing. See, that's why I don't listen to a lot of R&B right now, because they be having your feelings. I listen to the wrong R&B song, I'll start crying. I'm like,
It's depressing. I don't like
that.
it.
Wasn't depressing. That is beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And
I also rap too. So
y'all saw she got real So you about to hit us with a little bars or a little wow?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can shoot a little bar from one of my songs.
See,
called
y'all ain't
Messed
getting
Up.
everything. I'm getting exclusive. See, y'all need to like and subscribe. Go ahead and do your thing while she do her thing.
This is actually a bar from my song, What It's Like. It's the first song I ever recorded.
All right, let's see it.
So, no more working 9 to 5s. No more working like a slave. No more crying and trying and busting my ass just to get paid. I'm done working for the man. I'm trying to make this new plan. And I'm not gonna stop till I see the money like a comment. And I'm just trying to live my life the way I know it's supposed to be. And I know that you out here can stop. Oh shit, I messed it up. Yeah,
I feel like I was at the club. I sure about to tell the bartender, give me 2 of them.
That was a little bit.
I told you one, but just give me 2.
I'm not a freestyler, so but yes, I do write raps. That's actually how I started writing. Is I would pick a beat and I would start. I would just write a rap to it, and then my mom, she actually started off rapping too.
Okay.
So and my mom, she was on ATL Jams. Back in the day, she was a dancer on ATL Jams, she's trying to find she's trying to find the tapes. So if anyone has any tapes from ATL Jams, please hit me up.
Man, you know
so I
that
can
was
see my mom.
That's right. You can tell that was forever ago. Tapes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love it.
Back in the early 90s.
And they got me on a few tapes myself. You feel me? So I ain't telling my age, but I'm telling my age. All right. Shout out to moms. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Yes, Lord. So man, this been in your family. This is something that you do. We can't wait to see you grow as an artist. You know what I'm saying? We're loving the introduction to Alonah Rob. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be a part of the introduction to Alonah Rob. I know you've been doing your thing on all kind of social media platforms, but of course, you ain't never hit this one. You feel me? Or these, because we're streaming on multiple platforms. Guess what, y'all? I'm about to go listen to some music. I'm about to go listen to this new Alonah Rob. You heard me? So I don't know what y'all gonna do, but y'all do need to like and subscribe. And y'all do need to be ready for the check-in, because she going to slide by a little later on today.
Absolutely.
And y'all going to get that little gift, that little blessing. And, super chats, we appreciate those. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate all the love, y'all, you know what I'm saying, showing us some love. Is there anything you want to say before you go, my dear?
I appreciate you giving me this time, and I appreciate all the viewers. I appreciate Bunkin' Pain for making sure we're good and all set up. And I appreciate Mr. Lucky Johnson for letting us be here and letting us create in his space.
That's right, man. Shout out to my co-host, Bunky Payne.
Bunky Payne.
Yeah, it's Bunky. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, hitting the highs. You know, Bunky has been a great co-host. Although his schedule is, he acting like he the president. You know, they got Donald Trump, and then they got Bunky. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Bunky, when you gonna come vibe with me, boy? You heard me? We don't know if he gonna slide by tonight. We don't know what he gonna do. But I do know one thing. You know what I'm saying? When he comes through, it's lit. You know, so that's probably what I probably to turn up. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna turn up anyway, regardless. You hear me? So shout out to my co-host. Shout out to everybody that's, you know what I'm saying, viewing. We love y'all. Y'all are now tuned into our community. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you lock in with us. And I think we're wrapping up. I think we out. You feel me? So
fist bump.
Yay! And we out.
A man's view with Lucky Johnson. 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 Ooh, a man's view with Lucky Johnson.